Good evening, everyone. Thank you again so much for tuning in. This is the Realdealfam Network. I am Andre, and this is the beautiful wife, Essie, also known as the boss.
How you guys doing today?
Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we do appreciate all the support. And if you hadn't had the opportunity as of yet to hit that subscribe button, please do so now.
Subscribe.
Thank you. Thank you. We highly appreciate the support. Also, hit the like button and share the video. All right. With that being said, we're going to dive right in. We got a topic tonight called 10 Things That Black People Don't Do. And we just a little fun with it, just to give you a little insight on the culture a little bit. It doesn't overgeneralize and say all black people, but a lot of us
generally speaking.
Yeah, I can't relate.
And this is how it was when we was growing up. So, you know, hey, times have changed. I let my kids do some of these things, but when we were coming up, then you couldn't do it, okay?
Yeah. And the first thing, it wasn't a matter of couldn't do it. You just wasn't going to do it. Your mama wasn't going to let you do it, and you ain't had the funds. Mm-hmm. And that's the first thing is we don't jump out of airplanes or skydive.
Oh, definitely not. You had enough risk in everyday life that you didn't need to jump out the plane.
Yeah, mama told you if you weren't in the Air Force, that ain't something even on the books. So you knew better than that.
Yeah. You'll get to heaven soon enough.
Yeah. I recall one guy, he was a doctor up in North Florida, and he did that.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't turn out too swell.
Dr. Sugar.
Yeah, a very tragic accident. So
with a salty ending.
Yes. If you don't have a reason to be diving out them planes, I wouldn't suggest it. So we're very cautious folk, as you can tell.
Yeah. Unnecessary risk or no.
All right. With that being said, another thing in this day and time can be dangerous also. But it's like a little common folklore amongst black people. We tend not to eat or drink behind other folks.
Yeah, we're definitely not gonna. If you offer us some of your water or Coke, hey, you want some?
No, thank you.
No, we're not into that. Yeah, we typically don't get mono and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that could be nasty. You got some people even so uptight about it, they won't even do it following behind family members or even spouses.
Yeah, we just, you gotta get your own plate, your own drink, your own, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we say, we just a little cautious.
We want to have dinner together, but not on the same plate.
That's right. We believe in keeping all germs to yourself. With that being said, the third thing black people don't do, and that is in large numbers go to the dentist.
No. Well, we were coming up anyway. You know, you didn't get to go see the doctor that often. Healthcare was hard to come by. You had a single parent. You know, the healthcare was expensive, so, you know, you might not. If you had healthcare, then dental care was extra on top of that. So it would have to be an emergency.
Yeah, I was fortunate one time. I got to go to the doctor. That's because I had a broke leg. But the dentist, the dentist was definitely out the question. That was a luxury that you didn't get.
I think I had my first time at dentist when I was a teenager, early teenager. Yeah, I had to have a cavity, but that was it. Checkups and stuff, that wasn't, that was for white folks.
That was folks with good insurance. A good job, bro.
His mama used to be deathly afraid of the dentist. Yeah, just that fear of the dentist. I don't know what it is.
Well, she just didn't trust him. That was one particular professional that she didn't trust at all. Yeah. She preferred to go to the mechanic than the dentist. But they good folk. They do good work. So if you have the resources and the insurance, I always recommend that. Go see your dentist.
Yeah.
The fourth thing is one that, for some reason, growing up, I was close to SeaWorld and all these type of things, but I just couldn't understand. I was like, those folks are very brave, but we don't swim with killer whales.
Yeah, that or what to go in the mist. Yeah. We like to leave nature well enough alone and let them do their thing, and we over here in our town, or city, or village, or where we're at, and doing our thing. But yeah.
I guess you would say a lot of folk, not just black folk, would recommend that. But you got people that does it. To me, it was always seen a bit extreme to be swimming with a fish that big, and his first name was Killer. So I just left that alone, and our people as a whole tend not to like stuff like that. We already got women with hair issues don't like water, so you definitely
what? I didn't get that. What?
Yeah, you know that water mess up their hair.
Women with hair.
Yeah, they don't like getting their hair
wet. What
wet.
he was talking about? Women with hair issues.
Yes.
The perm.
Yeah, the perm. But we passed the perm now. Y'all got to see our video about that. That's a good one.
Yeah, the big chop. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Go check that one out. That's a nice one. On to the fifth thing. Black people have always been sporty. Back in the day, I asked my wife, I said, I looked on some footage. I said, all those black and white pictures back in the day, the people was always dressed to the T. I was like, where they was going?
Every day walking out the house. They called it a clothes horse. If you was super to the T. Back in the, the early, 30s, 40s and stuff, you call it. Yeah, clothes horse, where you had to be dressed to the nines. Wherever you went, people knew, hey, there's a stunner.
Yeah, even during the Depression, I seen about that. They showed up on the corner bump. I'm talking about styling and profiling.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah. So that's what black people don't do. They don't like to go nowhere wrinkled and look at any kind of way. They
I know a new generation where they just wake up and throw on some stuff. Head out, or try to throw it in the dryer or something. That ain't even work.
No, they got these new dryers now with that steam-free feature that don't do nothing for me. You got to put that iron board out.
No, that's not the same as like putting that crease in your jeans with the extra starch and stuff like. That's how it was when it was coming out. You had to starch it up.
Yeah, that's back in the day. So not so much now.
Back in the day when I met you was starched up. I'm talking about the pants didn't even move. It was like.
Well, that, like I say, that was 2 decades ago. So that's been a minute. But yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, it's been 2 decades. The next thing is that we like our food done. Anytime me and my wife go somewhere and I order chicken or anything like that, I always tell them, please make sure our stuff is well done. I don't like raw meat.
Yeah, not raw meat. Now, I don't want no hard, tough steak. But I don't want a piece of raw meat. Yeah, that we just don't like. Now, sushi, I think we've come a long way, and we'll have a little piece of sushi. But for many years, I remember coming up, sushi was, you didn't eat anything raw. You're not really supposed to, you're not supposed to eat anything raw.
Not even fish? Sushi?
Nope. Have to be cooked.
Man, they could really see, that stuff tastes really good, though. Out of any meat that you're going to have raw, that sushi is really good.
Yeah, no raw meat.
Yeah. So.
Now, if you got imitation crab meat in there, you can have that sushi.
You don't want that. That stuff make you sick. You don't want nothing imitation.
What the raw meat was, you're not really supposed to be eating that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Try to stick natural. Eat. If you're gonna eat the raw fish, make sure it's natural. The next thing we tend not to do is have a lot of time to do a lot of luxury type things in terms of we don't ride bikes cross country and do a whole lot of that. We just typically don't have the time for that type thing.
Yeah, I wish we had a giant RV to ride across them, but yeah, we definitely ain't getting on the bicycle and ride across the country. That's just you might get a scraggler out there, but for the most part, you don't see large numbers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you be out there, you just driving down the road, and you see on a Saturday or Sunday, you see a little entourage of people out on their bikes, and they riding for miles, just getting out. It might be liberating and free, but like I say, we typically don't have the time for that. But like my wife said, I would love to get an RV and head out cross country. That sounds like lots of fun.
Yeah. Now, in the vehicle, we'll do it.
Yeah. But if you ride bikes and stuff and enjoy it like that, that's good. It's healthy and it's free and liberating.
Yeah, black people tend not to be able to get out and have enough time to travel. We work a lot. But definitely overseas, so more people have to get out and start traveling and letting, everybody across the world know and see you and see your face and know that you're out there.
Yeah. Sometimes for leisure projects like that, you have to make time. Maybe some of those individuals are just as busy, but they make time to do that type of thing. Mm-hmm. But for us, it's not as important. It's not something that we like to do anyway. We don't like to be out in that weather.
Out in the weather.
It's hot, girl. Don't nobody want to be out there.
You go to family reunion every year, don't it?
Yeah, but I try to stay under the little canopy and stay out there sun.
Oh, man.
But on to the next thing, and that leads into it when she's speaking of the family reunion. One thing we don't do is we don't disrespect our elders.
Yeah. We see on the Kardashians and all them shows where they just talk any kind of way to their parents, grandparents. That's oh no.
Yeah, that every time we watch that show, we see something like that. Somebody disrespecting their mom and talking to them sideways. That's what the young folk call cringe-worthy.
Yeah, you gotta pick your lips up on the floor. They're gonna be all mangled up. So
yeah,
you just don't do that.
Yeah, no matter how old you get or how big you feel, you ain't on that level. You know what I mean? Those your parents, they deserve respect. And
grandparents.
Yes, your grandparents as well. Anybody older than you, you need to show them a form of respect. I think that'll take you a long way.
Yeah, where the kids nowadays, they're a trip. You might even hear them talk. If we ever thought about it, you can't even think sideways. You got to go somewhere else and think under your breath, you know?
Yes. Yes. Just remember that. We always say it, we preach it all the time, and keep respect. It'll take you a long way. The ninth thing that black people tend not to do is use the dishwasher. Now, this is what, like me and my wife said when we was growing up. You might have something like that sitting there, and as you growing up, you like, what's that thing for? We don't never use it.
I knew what it was for. I always try to use it. Sometimes you might hide little dishes in there if you didn't get them.
Lord.
Yeah, your parents never use it. Oh, no, they burn too much electricity. Well, burn too much electricity. Yeah.
I
use the dishwasher just because of that reason. Because I didn't get to use it coming up. So I'm like, now we washing the dishes and then you just wash them and then put them in the dishwasher, rewash it, but still, just because.
When I met my wife, I never used it before, and she loved the dishwasher. She's like, you gotta put a dishwasher in here, and I'm like, oh no. And so we had the dishwasher, and I watched her wash dishes, and then set them in the dishwasher, and wash them again. I'm like, what's the purpose? It's kind of redundant. If I got to spend time washing them, why I need to go ahead and run the electric as well?
Just because I need to use it.
But she did show me that it does sanitize the dishes. It add a little extra to it, especially we had our babies, and with their bottles, you could turn on the hot water and the heat, and it actually disinfects the bottles. Them. Yeah, so they do come in handy, even though we don't like to use them that much.
What? That dishwasher.
Some folk. Our 10th thing is, I think a lot of people can relate to this, but we tend not to buy garbage bags. If we do, we use them sparingly.
I buy garbage bags, but you try to save the garbage bags and use the ones that you got from the store for little stuff, you know. Yeah, we recycle. Okay.
Yes, when you go to folk house, you see them little Walmart bags hanging up full of stuff. Most people say they like those little small bags that they get from the grocery store because they're convenient. They fill up real quick and they can take them out and put them in the dumpster real quick, as opposed to using those traditional 13-gallon bags in the kitchen garbage can.
Yeah. But, where we shop at now, we use a recyclable garbage bag, so we're trying to use up all our 1,000 garbage bags we have at storage. Yeah, so I had to buy some regular sized ones.
And them little small bags come in handy too. Like if you got small children and you changing a lot of diapers, you ain't gonna want to keep hauling out them kitchen bags. They get expensive pretty quick.
Yeah, recycle.
Yeah, so grab your little Walmart bag, wrap that pamper up, and then take it outside
black
to the
folks
dumpster.
do recycle.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And also, we got a little bonus for you. One thing we don't like to do as well, I would say, is give out our internet password. If we paying cable and internet, we ain't getting it to the neighbors.
Yeah, well, we're not leaving it wide open for everybody to be able to use it. We're going to put a security code on that. We might even forget the code. I don't remember that. I can't remember. I got it written down somewhere.
Yeah, we bad with the password.
Yeah.
But I do remember going over to my in-laws and boy, the neighbors had that Wi-Fi going, and boy, I log on there and just use it up. They was nice.
Yeah, they was wide open with it. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, of course they wasn't the brown folk, but that internet was wide open. We're gonna make sure we get that password. But those are just a few things to let you in on the inside that when we grew up that black folk tend not to do. Like we say, not everybody, just a few of us tend not to do these things.
Most of them.
Oh, most?
Well, generally speaking.
Yeah, the ones that I've been around. So thank y'all again so much for tuning in. We do appreciate you joining us and having a good time. And if you could, please hit that subscribe button. We need more subscriptions. We're trying to build our subscriber library. And if you could, just right quick, hit that button, share and like the video. We will highly appreciate it. And also, if you have any comments or anything you can list below that will edify us, please put it down in the comment section. And we'll highly appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Good night.